So you have these 17 different jobs. You rise up the CEO. Now you are in that corner office or you're in the big office. And, a lot of leaders can get detached from what's really going on. How do you get the real skinny from your people? How do you really go about learning what's happening in the business on the front line, which is critical in a retail business?
Yep, great example. Last week, me and the team, we flew over to Europe. So I go over to Europe once a quarter. We were in UK. We were in our London operations. We were in another one of our operations kind of outside Birmingham. And we go to all of our locations. We check it out. We talk to the team. We get department head updates. Just for the Birmingham area, I had our HR team giving us an update about what was going on, what was working really well, what did their hiring forecast look like, what can we help you with. We had their business manager give us an update about, are they growing? What areas of the business do they need help with? What are they doing really well? And then we go to the locations. We talk to our people, our young employees. If you just start asking questions about their business, they're going to share because they're excited about it and they know that we're coming. And so we spent a week in Europe doing that. And that is a great way to keep the pulse on what's going on in the organization. And then we have department head meetings, we have town halls, we've got all of that communication that a lot of people developed over COVID and the pandemic. We're sitting on an example right now on this podcast that now I can reach more people, even though I'm sitting in my office, I can reach more people on a town hall or on department head meetings. And so that's, you hit the nail on the head. It is so important to keep the pulse of what's going on in the organization so that we can make decisions and we understand, because we're a big aircraft carrier. We've got 90,000 employees. We're an aircraft carrier. And so we don't want to pivot it so fast. We should just be cruising along and we should be making slight tilts and slight adjustments as we go along so that we're all moving in the same direction. We're all on board and we're all moving forward.
Now you say that the best ideas come from the field. You're a storyteller, I know. What's your favorite story of the best idea you ever picked up from the front line?
But historically, it was, we'll pick you up. So I was not working for the company at the time, but in Florida, because we had rental branches 15 minutes from 90% of the population. So our locations and our people would go pick up our customers because the reason you're renting from us, the majority of the time is, unfortunately, you've gotten in an accident. And so somebody in Florida, one of our managers was like, Enterprise, we'll pick you up. And so that then became our commercial spot and our national marketing spot and a product we delivered out to our consumer for decades. We still pick customers up. So that was a historic best practice ever, or a good idea. The other good idea that we've been working on for quite some time is our field. They're constantly finding ways to be efficient, to drive customer service, to create less friction in the process, not have our customers wait in line. And finally, somebody was like, I don't know who it was, but somebody in the field's like, you got to help us. We're supposed to be using our digital properties. Like, can't we just check in? Like, let's just check in online like we do at the airlines. And we're like, yes, we can. We can make this work. We can totally make this work. And so now when you go to the enterprise.com website, you can go ahead and check in online. You basically are pre-writing your rental ticket, and then we will be more ready for you. You can bypass the counter and go. And so that has been very, very helpful for us. And those ideas come from our employees and the efficiencies that they are trying to create by driving customer service. And so I better be out in our markets, walking around, talking to everybody, because they are the ones that are bringing those ideas that then I just need to put the firepower and the investment behind it, because everyone's like, are you going to approve that, Chrissy? And it's like, well, yeah, I heard it from the field. Yeah, let's do this thing.